I'm speaking. I'm speaking words. I'm speaking the words of my people. I'm speaking the words that you all might think you've heard before. But the truth is that you may. Oh, okay, cool. I don't have to go on a speech. Hold on a second. I'm putting a band aid on. Yeah, you like that? You like that crinkle ASMR? Do you? Do you like it? Do you enjoy it? Okay, so we've got a little bit new setup going on because Lisa was like a really tiny game, but this is like an actual full screen game. So I was like, oh, I guess I should have it full screen. But then I had to like fuck with the chat box so that it like still shows on screen, but I have it like fade away, and it's a whole like yeah. So we will see how that works. But yes, moving on. I have no idea what this game even is. Wow. Wow, I was just telling you about, the new. I don't. Did I say eat my pussy? I don't even recall saying that. Is it just like a tick now that I don't even. I don't even know the words I've said? Why the fuck is this taking so long to load? All I was saying was. Yeah, you probably just misheard. All I heard was. Not all I heard. All I was saying was this is a full screen game, so I was like, oh, I guess I should like have it in full screen. Whereas Lisa was a tiny ass game, so I could have it kind of like not be full screen and have the chat box thing going on. But now I had to like kind of reconfigure this shit. I don't know why this is taking so fucking long to load. I like checked this game earlier to see how it runs, and it did not take this long to load. Let's wait for a little moment longer before I just fucking quit and restart it. Uh-huh, look at that. Let's see what this shit is about.
Morning, Eva. Your wake-up has been sanctioned by the ISA. We lost contact with the ground crew 450 hours ago. We have tried to establish further communications, but we are not getting any responses. We need you to investigate.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, doesn't it make sense to do visual checks first?
We have already looked at the data. The ISA has made the executive decision that you report to the surface post-haste. You are our emergency response.
What exactly is the emergency?
Oh
The
my
ground crew
goodness.
found an organism the ISA believed to be dangerous. We need to re-establish communication.
Okay, so we're reestablishing communication. Um, yeah, I was saying I don't know fucking shit about this game. Like I don't know anything about it. I don't I don't know. That's just I heard it was like a puzzle game. Also, I'm turning these settings down. I have them on high, and I was like, this is fine. But I'm gonna turn it. I'm gonna turn it to medium. It's probably being a little slower because I'm fucking streaming at the same time. Yes, we'll do medium. And we'll see if I have to turn it to low. There's like there's not that much of a difference between medium and high, but there's like a distinct enough difference between low and medium. Yeah. 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 Yeah, we'll see how that works out. I'm so used to playing things on low settings, but I was like, oh, this runs fine. I almost kind of just want to turn it on low settings, but I'm just like, mm, I don't know. What do you think? Alright. Just turn everything on low. Everything is just low. This is normally how I play games anyway. But because you sent me that RAM, I was like, let's see if there's any difference. Let's see if I can like be a baller now. I know I would need a better GPU, you fuckface, but I was wondering if it would, at least like change it, even just a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it on low. It's normally how I play games anyway, like I said, but I was like, what does 10 more gigabytes of
We have
RAM
your
do?
EMP.
Oh my god, he's talking to me. And then yeah, also let me know how the volume mixing is. Obviously, I probably won't talk while they are talking.
It's on the side.
Oh, thank you. You're very descriptive. I can't read what this says.
Okay. We are going to take a lander to Europa. Make your way to
Cool.
the docking station.
Wait, but what about this door that has the keypad on it? Oh, I have to know the code, I guess. Ow. Damn. But yeah, I just heard this was a puzzle game. The first person puzzle game. Whatever the fuck that means. Yes, this blurry text. We'll just pretend I'm blind in this game. You might actually need textures to be a bit higher in order to solve some of this shit. I doubt it. Because that doesn't even make sense. Like, why would you make a game Why would you make a game where I'll just have textures on medium and everything else can be low? We can actually read this. To Ava, the current ship status is as following. Recommend addressing the power fluctuations before cryostasis. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah. Hey, Dan. I'm about to initiate my cryostasis. My cryostasis. Just let Tom know if you guys need me. Hopefully there will be no need to wake me. I guess I'll hear from you as soon as I wake up, which may be a long time for you guys. Best of luck down there, Ava. Ava, hopefully we won't need you, but we will miss you in the land of the living. I'll make sure Tom checks on you regularly. I know he does anyway, but I like to think I'm helping. Good night, Dan. To Ava, Captain McLean has sent several mails insisting I check the cryo chambers are functioning correctly. They are functioning as expected. Please do not feel any apprehension. Captain McLean has been informed. Thank you, Tom. I'm not worried. Ava, I am initiating my cryostasis in a short while. I imagine a lot of change while I'm asleep. If everything goes well, I should be... I literally can't fucking read awoken. I should be... I can't read past this fucking, like, light blur. I should be awake. up next in 10 years. I don't know what that fucking says. Holy fuck. I should be pee-pee scratch up next in 10 years. So to you all, I'd like to wish a good life. Ava. Yeah, thanks. Ah, yes, a flashlight. Ah, yes, a computer. Very nice. Yeah, and I mean, it's called the Turing test, so I'm assuming I'm a robot, and it'll be
What's the ship's
like,
status?
I have performed the necessary checks. The Europa lander is ready to launch.
but yeah, I assume I'm a fucking robot. Like, that's the obvious. That's the obvious thing.
I think that's everything wound up, Tom.
Yes.
Well, I guess I'm ready to go down for the long sleep then.
Good night, Ava. I will miss your assistance. The ship will be very quiet without you here.
Night. See you when I wake up, Tom.
Residuals before nulling, -02, -04, -01. X and Z null to 0. Looking good.
Okay, good. Horizon check right on time. How's things, Christopher?
Good. I am go. Power descent.
I can confirm. You are go for powered descent.
Roger that. I am running the PDI program. 80-degree delta pitch to 88 degrees absolute. Braking procedure. Engine 1 ignition. Engine burn.
Suppressing 400 alarm.
Balance.
That's the thing, is that she seems human, and that's why she passes the Turing test. But actually, she was a robot the whole time.
The landers are ready.
Good. Thanks, Tom. You okay now, Sarah?
Yeah, I think so. Thank you, Daniel. I've done this before.
I'm sure you'll be fine.
It's just another 10 years of my life.
It's just another 10 years of my life. Wait a minute, did I just get a fucking message on Discord? Ugh. I'm sitting here like, do I not have that shit muted? Hopefully just nobody else messages me and that nobody hears anything. Hold on a second. Also, if I ever tab out of this, like, the volume turns off, so if ever the volume for this game stops, you'll know that I'm not fucking in the tab. Hold on, I'm gonna fix my sound. My sound. Let us mute Discord. Okay. Shh. No issues. No problems. Hold on. Where was I? I just came through here. What is all this? Hmm. Hmm.
Bay 3.
Oh. That's that one. Let's go and look in every other one first. Hmm. Yeah, let's just look every other place besides that room there where the where that shit just opened. Hmm. Hmm. Well, that seems kind of scary. I don't know about that.
Retro?
Go.
Fido?
Go.
Guidance?
Go.
Control?
Go.
Telcon?
Go.
Then we are go for launch initiating.
Zeppelin.
Engaging retrofire. I'm running the program 80-degree delta pitch to 88 degrees absolute. Braking procedure. Trajectory looks good. 502 alarm. It looks like we're coming in too fast.
We are slightly short of the landing site. We are going to have to turn late. Go.
Full retrograde.
Is this what you do in that game? Oh, really? I didn't know that. I thought that game was a lot. I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking of a different game.
Open the door.
I don't know. You play so many space
Welcome
games,
to
I
Europa.
lose fucking track. It's an accurate space simulator. Oh, is that game that you were like sending pictures of the one day? And you were like, yeah, me and Aiden are just hanging out. I love this line in the mountain. You build rockets and have to launch into space, then transfer over to other planets. Oh, see, it's hard for me to tell. Like, you guys play so many. I can't go up here. That's just so misleading.
How long will my suit survive these conditions?
At 100 degrees Kelvin, a couple of hours. We should get inside.
Fine. Fucking space games. I'm trying to think how many space games I've played where it's specifically themed in space. I don't know. I feel like I never play a game because it's a space game. It just so happens to be in space. You're gonna go switch your laptop. Being on your desktop is bad for your penis. Okay, sounds good. Oh. Humdy dum, hum dee dum dum. Here I am. I've got a gun now. Alright.
The base has changed.
What do you mean?
The base was originally constructed as modules to withstand the seismic activity in and around Thera Macula. It appears the ground team have manipulated these modules. The base was built initially by machines. I served as the mind of these operations. I arrived first on Europa in 2240. It costs a lot to send humans into space with the necessary life support, especially such a vast distance from Earth. So, robotics built this place.
I haven't done much. I like dropped into this place and then like went into some. I like basically went through a couple hallways and now I'm here. I'm sitting here like, the fuck? And I can't pick this up, so I would think I would have to pick that up, but apparently I can't, so let's just walk back. Oh, I can't walk back. We're just trapped here already. I'm already lost. Because, I mean, I don't think there's anything in this room. I have this gun, but it doesn't seem like it does anything. Here's a little flashlight. Here's my space uniform. Oh, I had to right click. Thanks, world. Thank you for that.
I wonder why the ground team has changed these rooms.
I have a hypothesis.
I have a hypothesis.
These rooms are Turing tests.
Oh.
Turing tests?
Turing tests are tests designed to tell humans and machines apart. Typically, problems only solvable by a human.
Oh my
A combination
goodness.
of logical and lateral thinking.
So, you can't complete these tests, Tom?
No. That is why I am glad you are here to help. We need to work together.
So everyone is a robot except me? That was the plot twist all along. That I helped the robots pass the test that they cannot pass. Does that even make sense? I mean, it makes sense, but is that even interesting?
They really have completely repurposed these rooms. I am quite impressed.
So, what were they used for before?
Most of them were used for storage.
Well, let me keep that
They
in there
have
for
converted
now.
them beyond recognition. Perhaps they ran out of things to do out here. The devil makes work for idle hands.
Oh, wait. There's a switch. Hum-de-dum. I like don't even have anything to say. I'm just like just sitting here and playing this. No cleverness involved. Oh, can I do it from this far away? Oh, okay.
Do you know the ground team's location?
The crew are deeper inside the base, it seems.
They must be trying to survive. Can you find their precise location?
I'm afraid not. I am working to regain control. Though I once had complete control of this base, a lot has changed in the past 500 hours.
No wonder this shit is for robots. These robots are fucking retards.
So if this base is managed by you, why can't you find the crew?
The base's communication array is malfunctioning. Perhaps we can't solve this yet.
Because this shit is not that crazy. But I'll take one of these. I'm like, this shit ain't that crazy. It's been like 10 fucking minutes. I'm like, this game's easy. Wait, what? Oh. These games are made for dummies like you. Don't say that. I mean, I'm imagining I need 2 of these to be in here. But the question is, does it matter which 2? Or is it just that 2 need to be in there? Yeah. Wait. Thank you. I said thank you. I said thank you.
This doesn't add up.
What does not add up?
If there was an accident, surely they'd come to find me, not try to lock me out.
My instance is still resolving conflicts. I expect they have their reasons.
Oopsie. Oh, okay. I see what's happening here. Okay. Yeah. Hold up.
My
No
instance has
problem.
just been updated.
Sorry?
I have two instances of my mind, two separate versions. A slave mind running on the satellite, and a master running here on the surface. When the communication was cut between the surface base and the satellite, the two instances of my mind were separated. So, during all this time, all of my knowledge divided into two separate branches. I continue to learn on the satellite, and I continue to learn on the surface. I am trying to merge the knowledge to create a timeline of what's happened here. But there are incongruities between these memories, conflicts.
Alrighty, dighty. Did that robot just say he would create a time paradox? You know, I'm not 100% certain. Bye, bitch. I'm like, that's where I just came from. Okay. Wait. Go in here. Bitch, this shit is for pee-pee brains. I'm waiting for it to get hard and for me to be like, ah, yes. Planetarium. That's what that planet is called.
This is the command center. You can check on the crew status from here.
I'm touching. I'm touching it. Uh-huh. The Fortuna is in low orbit around Europa. It can house a crew of 12. It serves as a communication and transport link between Earth and Europa's surface base. That's it? That's all you have to say for me? Oh. Jupiter. Jupiter is the second largest physical body in our solar system. It has a large gravitational impact which stretches and squashes Europa. This creates geothermal energy inside Europa, a source of great heat. This has created a subsurface ocean. A subsurface ocean. Europa's surface is constantly facing Jupiter as it rotates because it is tidally locked to it. Though it has now been discovered that the rocky interior rotates separately underneath the ice and water layers. Alright. Okay. Yeah, okay. Yes, very good. Yes, everything has been cancelled. Everything. Well, not everything. Some of the stuff has been approved. Hmm. Hmm. Okay.
Tom, start recording.
I am always recording, Daniel.
The day is January the 6th. My watch says it's 2:30 on Earth. Here we are, members of the human race, standing on Jupiter's moon Europa. I am Captain Daniel McLean. I'm joined here by the rest of my team. It is our intention to make this moon our home and investigate life on this planet. Man's curiosity and appetite for discovery will continue to change our world for the better.
Inspiring. And might I add my congratulations to you all.
Here it is. Beautiful, isn't it? What
You
makes
have a
this one
splinter?
more
What the
remarkable than
fuck?
the others? The way it attaches itself to other organisms. Its behavior is very abnormal. It seems to form a symbiotic relationship with most life forms. How do you mean? Do you want me to dumb it down? I know what it means. What does it do? It attaches itself to almost anything living, but it's not parasitic. It's quite alien. We're trying to figure out what effect it has on life forms.
Bitch, what? How did you even get a splinter? Like, what are you doing over there? Cooking with wood? Your pee-pee get too hard?
Mikhail, you seem distant.
Do I?
Yes. What's wrong? What's wrong, Mikhail? Mikhail, what's wrong?
Mikhail?
Are you listening, Mikhail?
Mikhail?
Are you able to hear?
Hello, Mikhail?
I was talking to the ISA. They don't know what to do with this. The magnitude of the discovery.
We should send samples back to Earth. I think we need to get this to a better lab. Me and Sochi are having trouble making enough clones. I'm going to run out of the necessary resources to continue studying organism 119.
They're calling for a grounding of all Europa transport until they get your report.
Seriously?
Yeah.
That's rather drastic.
Well, what the hell were you doing touching wood? Are you gay now? Ah, yes, the way to look at a microscope. Pick the whole thing up. Alright. I'm like, is this just the same fucking shit? The answer is yes. Oh, that's because all I did was go back, you know, around the back. Yes, perhaps I was an idiot all along. Europa loading bay. Europa's ground base was built using thousands of tons of resources shipped to Europa through an interplanetary network. Touch here. Europa's bases, blah blah blah. Oh no, for a second I thought it was saying the same shit, but no. Europa base modules. Europa's base is built beneath Europa's surface, built in Terra Macula's ice. Its modular nature allows it to be reconstructed according to the mission's needs at any time. Drilling platform. Europa's drilling platform is the largest outside of Earth. At 40 meters high, it is one of the tallest machines on any moon. The drill has bored to a depth of over 4 kilometers and recovered over 1 million kilograms of material from deep underneath the surface. This level of extraction is made possible by utilizing the Ashiyama electric fusion reactor. Okay. Hmm. 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 Who are these hoes? Oh, God. That's what I look like? Why are my eyes so much bigger than everybody else's? Well, her eyes are pretty big. Sarah, she's on some fucking dope. I'm on some dope. This bitch, yeah. Yeah. So I'm from Germany. Born on April 26th. So I want to investigate the communications crisis, and I want to contact the ISA. Oh, no, my outstanding tasks, things I've already done is I've contacted the ISA, I've contacted the ground team, and I've reviewed Fortuna's diagnostics. Wow, you go, girl. Oh, he's terminated. Sorry. Outstanding tasks. Keeps calm. Fuck that guy. That would be you, Drew Lenke. If you were one of these guys. Oh wait, he was terminated. Never mind. We don't know where this guy's at. And all this lady does is classify organism. And this bitch synthesizes shit. Yeah, whatever. Most boring people on the planet. Or on multiple planets, I guess. Oh. I don't know why this shit takes so long to load. There's a setting in the settings that has something to, it says something and it's related to the loading. I wonder what would happen if I turned it on, if it would help. It said like streaming load or something, and I was like, does that mean it'll work? But when I was looking up settings for this game online, they were like, yeah, it doesn't really help. So I was like, what the fuck? You're telling me my pee hard. Here I am. Yeah, it's like there's this thing called streaming load, and I wish they would explain what it was. Let's just turn it on and see if it does anything.
What condition should I expect to find the ground crew in?
Daniel went missing days ago. Chris is presumed dead. We are expecting to find Sarah, Mikhail, and Sochi in a stable condition.
Chris is dead?
He was involved in an accident.
Oh. I'm sitting here like, don't tell me it's this fucking straightforward. Stop. Do not say that.
Could we take a more direct way to the ground team?
Unfortunately, there is not a direct route. The base is buried under ice to protect it from the radiation of space.
Similar to the Mars base.
Similar. Europa's base is slightly deeper into the surface. There is more radiation present from solar events on Mars. But Mars's surface is denser than that of Europa.
pee. That's like all I have to say today. It's like my only commentary of today is just pee. My pee hard. End of story.
Okay, what are their chances of survival here? Oxygen, the food stores, waste management.
Everything seems to be in order. There was a small problem with the food stores, but the crew fixed that up. We successfully transitioned over to a sustainable, small, artificial ecosystem a year ago, growing fruit and vegetables. It helps boost morale, amongst other things. The crew members could hypothetically survive here for their whole lifetimes.
These puzzles are going to need a few more steps for me to feel a little satisfied. Okay, I'm like, what the fuck? It's like a 1-2, and then we're done, and we're in the next room, and I'm just like, bruh. Really? Oh, no, the door's not gonna close on me. Cool. Oh, wait. This doesn't look like it has any bitch juice in it, though. Like, where do I put the bitch juice? I put the bitch juice right there. Hold on, what am I doing here? This shit is so annoying. I'm like, can you actually move the way I want you to move? Please, God. Please, dear Lord. There we go. We're just gonna do that so it drops where I want it to. There we go. Oh, wait. That was a terrible mistake on my part. Up. Hold on. We, we saved it. We're fine.
My purpose as the overseer of this mission is to work for the ISA. I am the ISA's feet and hands. The distance between Jupiter and Earth make it inappropriate for the ISA to directly interface with the mission directives. As my AI core is stationed on Europa, I can make decisions instantaneously about the running of the base.
All right. I mean, is there anything I can even put on that? Like, oh, okay. Buy hose. Uh-oh. It's almost like I can just take these and just put them over here, and it's just that straightforward. See, like, what was the purpose of that? Like, that's not...
Say no, you're gonna make the right decisions here when they can't communicate with us.
Interestingly, I have a twin on Earth.
A twin, you say?
His name is Michael.
Oh, Michael.
The ISA uses my twin to check firmware updates before they upload them to myself. There is a simulation of this mission on Earth running at all times to check my expert systems. Naturally, as any modern artificial intelligence running on a quantum computer, I do also have a large amount of evolutionary algorithms at my disposal. However, they were deemed as too unreliable for general use in the mission.
Why is that?
Biological systems produce biological results. Messy, unpredictable solutions. Not suitable for such a mission.
I didn't even know I could jump until now. I have such a pitiful fucking jump. Ugh, I can't go through that way. Oh, I don't know why I didn't know. I don't know why I didn't know I could take through that. I thought it was like you can either pick this boy up or you can take from it. I don't know why didn't know I could do both. These puzzles do not seem too fun, to be honest. Yeah, they're just very simple. Is the issue. Not a lot of new techniques or ideas, I guess. I do want to play the Talos Principle. I have it on my PS4 though. I'm sitting here like, what is my rationale for? What is my rationale right now? I'm sitting here like, wait. Oopty. Yeah, I'm trying to think how I even got the Talos Principle on my PS4, because there are a bunch of games that I was like, oh, I have these on PS4 and my PC, but Talos Principle is one of those that is not one of those. I just have, what's the word? Oh, I completely forgot that. Also with this game is like, I'll forget what the goal is. Like, I'll forget what room I'm even trying to get into. Like, I just did all that, but really, what they'll do is, like, they basically give you, like, I'd be more satisfied if this was just the end of the puzzle, but it kind of just annoys me more than anything that they are like, actually, no, it's not. You have to go this one extra step that where, like, you don't have to figure anything out. You just have to go this one extra step for the sake of, like, oh, our puzzle is long, right? Like, our puzzle is just so long and complex. And I'm like, no, it's not. You can't just add, like, really straightforward steps and be like, ah, yes, this is a puzzle. Because it's just a bunch of easy shit all put together. Making it one long, boring puzzle instead of one.
Did the ISA build you, Tom?
As the child of the ISA, I have been given authority aboard this station. I was designed by the ISA and the Ashiyama Corporation, designed in California, assembled in China. But here on Europa, I constructed myself.
This puzzle game may be running into the problem of spinning their wheels on one idea too much. To me, it feels like such a Portal clone. They were just like, we give gun. We do gun thing, right? And I'm like, no.
Have you heard of the Turing test, Ava? It's a test to see if a computer can successfully impersonate a human.
I know,
In the
like, look
original
at this
Turing
guy up
test,
here.
A human judge has two conversations, one with a machine and one with another human. They then judge which of these polite conversations is with a machine and which is with a human. The machine being tested is said to have passed the Turing test if the judge cannot reliably tell which conversation is with a machine and which is with a human.
Do you think you'd pass the Turing test?
I am quite capable of polite conversation. Wouldn't you say?
Okay, hello. Hello, bee sneeze. Bees, knees. The bee snee, bee knee, sneeze. Low-key, this game fucking sucks. But it's okay, we'll get through it together. I don't know, I'm giving this away so soon. I swear on the Wikipedia page too, it like literally was called, it was like a challenging first-person puzzle game. And I was like, oh, challenging, eh? I'm sitting here thinking to myself, like, I swear I, like, there was just that place back there where, like, it, the bridge was broken. So it's not even like I could do anything over there. But then I felt like I was locked out. Did I just take this from there? Or did I take the shooty thing from there? I've lost all track. Who even cares anymore? What's over here? Nothing. You liked it? You played this? The puzzles ramped up pretty nicely. Okay, good. Good, because I've felt like... I mean, obviously I haven't been playing that long, but, so far, I've just been kind of, like, annoyed with the puzzle design in general. But I'm also annoyed very easily, so... So, as they say... Oh. Oh. I'm like, does this close this door? But no, I can just come up here and then drop down here and then come through here, and there we go.
The Turing test has been criticized. Researchers claim it does not correctly test the machine's ability to think, but rather its ability to deceive.
What do you mean?
Well, have you heard of the Chinese room thought experiment?
No.
Imagine you are in a room. In this room, you are passed Chinese sentences through a slot in the wall. Inside the room is an instruction book written in English. This instruction book tells you which Chinese words to pass back through the slot in the wall as a response. By doing so, you have a conversation in Chinese. In the Chinese room, because the responses you pass back through the door are the correct responses, the person on the other side of the door is convinced you are a native Chinese speaker.
Well, they're wrong.
Perhaps they are not wrong. Because with the instruction book, you are having a conversation.
But the person stuck in the Chinese room is not aware of the conversation's content.
This is the problem with the Turing test. A computer can pass the Turing test having convinced a human they are having a polite conversation, while the computer has no idea that a conversation has taken place.
What if both of the people passing Chinese words are reading from instruction books?
Hmm. Well, you're not gonna answer me, Mr. Robot? Oh, okay. Oh, alright. Well, let's see if I can be quick about it as I fucking press the wrong key for like several seconds. I think we can do it. Me as I be gay and retarded. Let's be ready. Let's be ready to run, guys. We got it. We got it. Maybe if I had my crosshair on, I'd be able to fucking figure it out. But nah. We don't do crosshairs.
I may be a machine, but I personally do not believe I am stuck inside the Chinese room.
Right, you would say that. I could peer inside your databases at any time, Tom. Or pause your operation.
Do not assume I could not do the same to you.
Hmm. Whatever shall we do?
This is the crew's quarters. It looks abandoned.
That's all you have to say. Just, it looks abandoned. Oh, look at those people in there. It's just two little wee children and some guy with a very gold medal. Ah, yes. Because we care. You give me nice sheets, a nice blanket, and a nice therapeutic meadow. You give me my vape stick. And, yeah, that's me. Wait, no, that's not me. That's that other chick with eyes that are way too big. Science. Thank you. Just so many things to look at. Very nice. Very nice. Very, very nice. Okay. Ah, yes, one of many pencils. Which one should I take a look at? Okay. Dear Tom, knowing that you're always watching, I thought I would write you a letter. As you no longer reside in my mind, I've decided to I've decided to transfer my thoughts to text. I want to do so in the form of a history lesson. A lesson that perhaps you'll find condescending, but it's likely more for my sake than yours. Alan Turing is considered a father of theoretical computer science and artificial intelligence. Perhaps a lesser known part of his life was his contributions to the field of biology. Why do you suppose his interests lay in these two disparate fields? I assume it was because he believed the world to be logical and understandable. He was a mathematician. He seemed to believe that the great complexity of the universe could be explained with simple rules. 2 years before his suicide in 1952, Alan Turing developed something called reaction diffusion systems. Inside the academic world, this work is cited more than his work on computers. It can be generally formalized as a one-line equation. Ah, yes, a very beautiful equation indeed. I am no mathematician. However, in plain English, this equation describes things that wish to diffuse, however, also react with each other during this process. Yeah, it kind of looks like a differential equation. I am sure this sounds strange to you, or at very least tangential to our lives here on Europa. What relevance does it have to anything here? Reaction diffusion systems show how patterns are created. They show how the leopard got its spots and how the zebra got its stripes. But my real interest here is Turing's interest that nature can be formalized, that we can understand the natural world in mathematical terms. Turing created the test to answer the question, can a machine impersonate a human? The intrigue behind that being, can the human mind be simulated by a machine? Why ask that question? I know, right? Why ask that question to prove that the human mind is a machine? I am not sure that is Turing's opinion, however. Concerning consciousness, he states this: according to the most extreme form of this view, the only way by which one could be sure that a machine thinks is to be the machine and to feel oneself thinking. One could then describe these feelings to the world, but of course no one would be justified in taking any notice. Likewise, according to this view, the only way to know that a man thinks is to be that particular man. Okay? If the human mind exists within the physical world, it obeys the same rules of physics and chemistry as every other thing in the world. Therefore, like all of nature, it is merely reactive. It is curious that nature would create, through the mechanics of determinism, creatures that believe they have free will. Conversely, I suppose, if we conclude that we are all machines, we only came to this conclusion in a predetermined manner. We cannot claim credit for our discovery, as it is just a product of nature's genius, not our own. A humbling idea, I think. Behaviorism. Maybe we are more similar than we think, Sarah. Okay, I'm sorry, but that's fucking retarded. You're saying that if we conclude that we're machines, we can't we can't take credit that we came to that conclusion because we live in a predetermined universe. So it's like, oh, well, I can't take credit for anything. Because I'm just a fucking robot. You got bored and died. Yeah, it was pretty stupid. Like, I just, it doesn't, yeah, no, I don't know about that. I disagree. My beautiful dog. Well, it's not my dog. It's fucking Sarah's dog. Whatever. I'm sitting here like I can't read this. I feel like I should turn the textures up. But, yeah. Oh well. Strange something on the something side of the something. That's not even Sarah's dog. It's just a picture that came with the frame. Oh god. It really does look like one of those pictures where it's like, this is my fake family. We're very happy together. And all of your visitors say, but you're not even in the photo. And I say, I was the one taking the picture. That's why I'm not in it. I swear. Ugh. Where the hell did these kids even come from? These are real children. Or they started out real and then they were kind of airbrushed. I don't like that. I've got my drilling reports. Ah, yes, I've got all of these pencils to... Actually, no, I don't have all these pencils to choose from. I only have this pencil to choose from. What are they, gay? I mean, not that that's a bad thing, but I'm just like... Why do they look like that? Why do they both have goatees? Are they brothers? Why do they have the same exact haircuts? And why is the guy on the left like, why does he look like he has a diabolical plot? It's me and Dan. 24. I guess 2024, 2124. A very interesting rock. There's nothing on this one. Got a bat. Uh-huh. Very nice, very nice. Oh. Oh, God. What a disgusting little family. This is what I need. Can I put this in my pocket and take it with me? Take these two. Oh yeah, he is Canadian. For a whole second I was gonna be like, what is he, Canadian? But yeah, he is. He is Canadian. Very obviously from all of this paraphernalia. Yeah, we're just gonna keep that on. Up. Forgot to take a look at this. Up, and this. That's enough of that. I'm sitting here like, where the hell am I? Oh god, I'm all turned around. Fuck. I think I ended up going the right way. A Rubik's Cube for the genius Asian person, because that's so characteristic of the genius Asian doctor. She just loves Rubik's Cubes and watches. Here we go. So what is it you found then, Soichi? Chris. We found an extremophile, i.e. an organism that can live in extreme conditions, that survives massive doses of radiation. Radiation damages DNA. The extremophile has a virus living inside it. The extremophile scavenges DNA from other organisms, which the viruses uses to repair the extremophiles. I'm sorry, I have to look up how you pronounce that. I'm like, I've said it too many times, and I'm like, is it extremophile? Extremophile. Oh. Extremophile. Thank you. Thank you, Google. Yes. Extremophile. Actually, it's not just extreme and ophile. It's extremophile. So yes, I literally just asked Google. It's extremophile. Well, is it spelled with is it spelled extreme but ophile, or is it without the last e? Are you sure it's not extremophile? Extremophile. 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 Are you telling me this robot woman is a liar? Whatever. Extremophile. Yes, so yeah, repair the extremophile's damaged DNA. Essentially, they work together to survive in what's called a symbiotic relationship. Soichi. So what's the implication? What does it do? I don't know. I've always pronounced it extremophile. I don't particularly care, to be honest. Okay, well, now that you've explained that, I'm going to conclude that you are wrong, as you usually are. It's probably extremophile, as I was saying. Extremophile. So what's the implication? What does it do? In some ways, it is an immortal relationship. It doesn't seem to age biologically. Aging and death are ultimately caused by DNA damage. We have the ability to fix our DNA, but that ability is muted. I was about to say muted, is limited. This organism can repair damage caused by massive doses of radiation. If we could harness this power, we could potentially eliminate biological aging, what is known as senescence. Senescence. Yes, we're learning a lot of words today. So you found something that could make humans immortal? Not exactly. There are many causes of death other than DNA damage, but you just told me that aging and death are ultimately caused by DNA damage. But now you're going to tell me there are many causes of death other than DNA damage? It would not save you from trauma. Okay, you go and to explain. It would not save you from trauma, from brain damage, from cardiac arrest, etc. But it could potentially cure cancers and many genetic diseases that massively increase life expectancy. That sounds like a terrible idea. I think I'm starting to hate this game for being slightly misleading biologically. Yeah. Oh, look, she's the classic genius Asian. Just loves playing the violin and, practicing on a Rubik's Cube. Looking at pictures of the moon. Or, sorry, pictures of the Earth. From the moon. Yeah, she's got her bonsai tree. So classic genius Asian. Loves her bonsai trees. Thank you. Oh, she's got another one. One Rubik's Cube wasn't enough. Oh god, what's this? Is this a different one? Like how this just doesn't want to load. Don't make me turn the textures up. I have to turn the textures up. We'll turn them on high. Yeah, there we go. Hi, Matthew. We've been studying organism 119. Please find attached scanning electron microscope image, which appears to show pilus formation. We hypothesize. For a second I was like, did they misspell hypothesize? We hypothesize that this is a stress response due to high levels of radiation. We plan to infect a human cell with organism 119 and perform irradiation experiments with flow cytometry. Would this be appropriate? It would be great if you could get the department to look at the SEM image. Kind regards, Soichi, Europa Field astrobiologist. Ah yes, what a beautiful picture. Hey Soichi, it was great to see this image. Wow, yet more complex life on Europa. Deinococcus radiodurans might be worth looking at, as it survives very high levels of radiation here on Earth. Similarly, you should consider looking at Sulfotobus acidocalidarius. Sulfolobus acidocafadarius produces pili in response to radiation and uses them to transfer DNA. Perhaps your organism uses a similar mechanism. Have you considered that organism 119 is transferring or scavenging DNA as a method of surviving radiation? As you well know, in terms of radiation, Europa receives 5.4 SV per day, over 300,000 times the level on Earth. The organism must have evolved such a high resistance to radiation as a necessity of survival. That said, the radiation beneath Terra Macular is much lower due to the thick ice crust. Radiation experiments with flow cytometry sound like an appropriate course of action. Ah, yes, from Matthew Layton, Professor of Astrobiology, International Space Agency. Hi, Matthew. We have attached an image confirming that organism 119 attaches to human cells. I feel like I'm reading the most boring textbook on the planet. We will proceed with the radiation experiments on these cell lines. We propose naming organism 119 Europa radiovirus. What do you think? Ah, yes, very good. Thank you. Hi, Matthew. We have now run the irradiation experiments and confirmed that E. radiophilus does indeed seem to confer resistance to radiation. See attached. We assume survival is due to DNA damage repair. We tagged various DNA repair enzymes with GFP and have found that DNA double-strand break repair is occurring. See attached GFP images. Very nice. Very nice grabs and pictures. Thank you. Hi, Soichi. Something's amiss. We don't know what is performing the repair. The lab doesn't know how E. radiophilus, good name, could repair DNA. Is that what people do when they come up with names of new things as scientists? Good name. Like it. Love it. Nice name. Good name. Have you considered that another organism may be in a symbiotic relationship with E. radiophilus? Perhaps a virus? We ran a PCR on the human cells exposed to E. radiophilus to see if there was a virus present. We have discovered an unknown virus which we have named unknown Europa virus. Good name. UEV. Gel electrophoresis. Image attached. Okay, this is phenomenal. You need to sequence this. We finished sequencing it. Data attached. It is a virus unlike any we have ever seen. Maybe we have found a cure for senescence, a form of biological immortality. We are running some long-term tests on plants and mice to see the effects. Yeah, Drew Linky, what do you think about this? I feel like this is like insulting to scientists, the way this shit is fucking written. The plants are clearly exhibiting longer lifespans when exposed to the organism. We don't have the facilities here to continue testing. We are going on to human testing. We are going to use ourselves as subjects. It's the only way to accelerate progress. Oh fuck. I paused it. Jesus Christ. Oh god. Yes, I've just, left my wedding ring. I just left it. It's the sort of thing that's like convincing enough if you have a bachelor's degree or less. I don't have a bachelor's degree in science, but I've taken enough science classes. I feel like you could have at least high school science and be like, this is kind of bullshit. Like it sounds like bullshit. The way it's like portrayed. This guy, all he likes to do is heal himself. And do heroin, I guess. And paint. And take morphine. What an ugly bitch. First, you'd have to assume that the organisms on Europa actually work through DNA. There's no guarantee that would be the case. Yeah. Oh god, there's another one. For now, we just have this dog to think about. I don't know, I'd have to go back and read the stuff to see what it says precisely. Yeah, like, it overall gives me, like, a general sense of, like, ugh, this is gay. So let's see what else they have to fucking say. Let's see what, oh, it's you. Michele Toccarevendi. There we go. Okay, let's see what he has to say. It's his journal. March 6, 2249. The whole team experienced nausea during a large electrical surge in Europa's atmosphere. I am concerned. This was not an instance of mass hysteria. Vital signs were affected. It caused a uniform surge in heart rate that was detected in all members of the crew. I am reporting to ISA. Also, let me just say that, of course, the guy I choose to, like, be you is the one who has a journal. And you'd be the one. You'd be the one to be, like, taking notes and shit. March 7th, 2249. I reported the nauseous incident to the ISA. They offered an explanation of electrical disturbance to our central nervous system. That is ludicrous. An electrical surge large enough to affect our nervous system would have done more than make the team feel ill. I'm going to experiment with some shock therapy. You're just going to experiment with shock therapy like no fucking problem. I have discovered that fields. Fuck. I have discovered that electronic fields disturb our telemetry implants in a way I didn't expect. Oh my god, I'm like just fucking losing all sense of speech. I have contacted the ISA. Strangely, Tom was not comfortable with my attempts to disturb the implant. The ISA have reported back informing me that I am not to disturb the implants. They have also encouraged me not to discuss this further with the team. Human healing. I shouldn't do that. That's insulting. To what is that? The Russian people? I don't know Russian, and I don't want to insult the Russian people by saying human yoing because I don't know how to pronounce that. I am continuing to investigate. I have been running some experiments outside of Tom's view. I can tell he knows this. He has been acting differently around me, like an offended child. I feel increasingly nauseous. These implants seem to have neural connectivity. Out-of-body experiences are more frequent now. Well, when were you having out-of-body experiences in the first place that you're like, ah yes, I was having them before, but now they are much more frequent? It's a fake alphabet. Thank you. It's just fake. I have established a definite correlation. Against my knowledge, I have been implanted with a device that affects my mind. I used my opportunities and regular health checkups to investigate the crew. We all have them. Every single one of us is implanted with some mind-altering contraption. Tom has been encouraging the team to worry about my mental health. He requested that I retire away from the crew. Misinformation. Maximum. I cannot will myself to investigate this further. I grow tired quickly. I cannot think straight. I am not sure if the implant is affecting my thoughts anymore. I believe it is trying to subdue my mind. I think I am going to attempt an excision. I'm going to remove this implant. I am typing with my left hand now. The excision went wrong. I've successfully removed the implant. Unfortunately, I lost my hand in the operation. Tom is very angry. The crew refused to talk to me. Apparently, I'm a bad influence. Sarah patched me up. Sounds like a fucking success to me. I wonder if the nature of the organism and its disturbance of my DNA caused my awakening from Tom's influence. If so, that would make for a worrisome revelation. Perhaps this organism is not so friendly. Dan informed me ISA have called for my termination. My masochistic experiment proves I am danger to the mission. Fortunately, he chose not to lock me in the brig. I'm going to investigate this implant further. I have to hide my work. The team are becoming increasingly aggressive. They seem to oppose my work to understand the implant. It does not help that Tom is encouraging them to distrust me. I have discovered the nature of the implant. It is a complex computer. It interfaces with the human mind directly. It seems to condition the mind through Pavlovian and instrumental conditioning. I'm sorry, what is instrumental conditioning? I'm sitting here like thinking of the two different kinds of conditioning. There's two different kinds. And neither of them are called instrumental conditioning. But I can't remember. I'm like having a brain fart on what the two ones are actually called. There's the one that was made by the behaviorists, and that's like something conditioning, and then there's the one that's the Pavlovian one, which is the other conditioning. But neither of them are called it. I'm sorry, I have to look this up now because now I'm being a bad person who learned psychology to not remember what the two conditionings are. Yes, there's classical conditioning and operant conditioning. Those are the two. Okay, the fuck is instrumental conditioning? Fucking eat my shit. Eliciting feelings of euphoria when the wearer is obedient and dysphoria when they are disobedient. It also has the effect of suppressing impulses in the frontal lobe, presumably to lower free will. Oh God, it seems to interface crudely with motor neuron cells through the cerebellum. It is my hypothesis that the crew is controlled by this implant. That is their strong aversion to helping me. I need a method of suppressing its impact. Perhaps a drug. Riluzole? Maybe an antidepressant to minimize the conditioning effects? Combined with a strong electromagnetic field? I could use one of the industrial electromagnets from the construction robots. I have managed to get Chris on my side. He has agreed to test some medical procedures with me in private. It will be more difficult one-handed. Oh my God, but I must persevere. I am hoping to keep this out of the eyes of Tom, though I have a feeling he will still be listening. Shh. Oops. I keep pressing escape instead of pressing E. Yeah, it's a lot of bullshit. There's a lot of bullshit in these notes. I'm not actually supposed to read it because at first I had my shit on. I had everything on low because my computer is not great. But I had to turn the textures up. Otherwise, it's literally just not readable at all. Let's let's not get lost. Let's hope we're not going the right way. All right. Oh my God. I feel like we should stop there for today. That's enough. That's kind of enough bullshit for today. I'm sitting here like assuming it automatically saves. I don't have a save option, so we're going to assume it does. But yeah. Yeah, we're gonna we'll reconvene later on this. Also, my other thing I wanted to say was I hate that they gave you all of these notes literally just like all scattered in one thing. It's like I played the game for an hour. This robot gives me like some random shit. I'm like, I wish they'd kind of like sprinkle this information to me. Like, why did I just have to spend 20 minutes reading shit off of bullshit tablets when like and half these people are dead? I'm like, I don't. Mm, it was kind of just fucking gay. I don't know. But all right. Talk to you. Talk to you, Mimos, later. Have a nice night. Have a nice day. Have a nice life. All that. Yeah. Thanks. Goodbye.